Hello Cancer, and welcome to your January 2019 tarot readings with me. So let's get started, dear Cancer, and this time is going to be a bit different. I'm not going week by week. I am just going to do the whole month like that. Okay, let's see, and you let me know in the comments how you like this way. Okay, so my dear Cancer, as the month begins, well, you have the single ladies card with a dagger, and that is quite self-explanatory, my dear Cancer, is that either it's you who is dealing with loneliness in your life, where you are feeling a bit lonely and not very good inside of you, or it is somebody in your surrounding. It can be a family, it can be a colleague, a friend who is not in a very good set of mind. You might be helping this kind of a person at the beginning of the month, my dear Cancer, and I would like to tell you to be a bit careful as the month starts, because you are dealing with a person who is a bit bitter from inside, who has grown bitter because of certain life experiences. It's not their fault, but sometimes people become bitter and sarcastic, or they would like to hurt you just because they have gone through lots and they don't have a place to evacuate all that. Okay, even if we see the energy is feminine, it can also mean this, that it can also be a man who is going through a lot of things and is wanting to somehow attack you in a way in order to make their pain felt. So I would say cover yourself, shield yourself nicely in the first week, so that you don't get swayed away or get affected by any bitterness that comes your way at the beginning of this month of January. And also I would say protect your backs as far as colleagues are concerned, because there can be a colleague who would like to step on your position, and because of that might play certain kind of unfair games and try to backstab you in certain things. So you need to take care. You might already be knowing who this person is, so just keep your eyes open. You cannot stop people from doing something, but you can always protect yourself against some kind of attacks of this kind. And for some of the Cancerians, it can also mean an ex-partner. You're dealing with maybe something like a divorce or an ex-partner, and at that time, my dear Cancer, you are getting a bit worked up by this person. So all in all, if you can help at this point of time this person who is really going through a bad time at the beginning of the month, it would be good for you, because you are collecting good karma for yourself by helping someone who is hurt, and by understanding them and having compassion for them instead of anger. And then we are continuing to the other energy of this month, and this energy of this month is all about reinforcing, about strengthening. As you see, so many hearts are there, 5 hearts are there. So this is all about reinforcing, strengthening your bonds with your relatives, with your friends, with your colleagues. Okay, and there is this kind of a feeling of peace, a feeling of tranquility, do we use it in English? I suppose of serenity that we that we face in this month. As the month progresses, we feel this kind of reinforcing these bonds of love, and you will feel that you are finally finding this harmony in relationships, in your interpersonal relationships with people. And I would say focus more on bonding with people at this point of time, because this is going to be very important here for you as far as your relationships also are concerned, especially with your work colleagues. I would say focus more on really getting yourself in a comfortable position. If you have been having some kind of spats with your colleagues, then it is time to iron out the differences. So I would say as the month progresses, you will feel the need to connect to people on a very loving and a peaceful way, as it is you are, dear Cancerians. But I'm seeing that this peace and harmony is coming back to your life. But however, you will need to take care as the month progresses, because what is the thing is that you will be called upon two very important things, and that is of work and love. and family and relationships. So it's quite a lot about relationships for you as the year begins, my dear Cancer, because you will have to make a kind of a choice wherein there will be a lot of work coming your way. Most probably some of you might be joining a new job also, and because of that what is happening is that this is really making you, you know, a bit like you have a lot of work to do and want to prove yourself because you have joined the company, you have joined that organization or started something new, and you want to prove yourself, so you are putting in lots of extra hours in your work. And what is happening because of that? Your family life is suffering because of that. Your loved ones are not really happy, they want your time. So what you need to do is you need to balance, my dear Cancer. You need to balance these two fields of your life that are so eminent and that are so important. So you need to be at the same time give time to your work and to your family also, and to your loved one also. Otherwise what's going to happen is that they are going to feel neglected, and that can again create problems into your relationships, and we don't want that. You want just harmony and peace this year, and so you have to work towards it. Some little sacrifices are going to be, you know, asked to be made on your side. And when it comes to sacrifice, you need to know that whenever you do it for loved ones, it's never a sacrifice. It's out of love you do it. You don't really sacrifice. Don't take it as a sacrifice. You just take it as a gesture of love that you're doing for your family members, for your loved ones. And yes, it's your nature moreover to all the time, you know, give away so much of yourself, my dear Cancer. Yeah, so this quality of yours is going to be tested this month, of how you balance between your work and your close relationships. And then we will wind it up by the most creative energy of this month. As the month ends, we see that there is this creative energy. And what is this creative energy about? This creative energy is about starting something spontaneously. You are having this creativity, you want to start something creative. Most probably it can be that you feel like, you know, composing a piece of music or starting your own YouTube channel, for example. Then it can also mean writing, it can also mean you know, like taking a workshop, cooking or something like that. Or if you're a teacher, you are, you know, you are finding a creative way to connect with your students, my dear Cancer. And all in all, I see this creative energy is taking on you in the last a few days of the month of January, and I see that there is this spontaneity, and whatever is coming out of your heart spontaneously at this point of time, my dear Cancer, I would say listen to it. You might get these, you know, creative spurts, so listen to them and try to see what are they trying to tell you. Because this is a message that is coming from above, and it is emerging from inside after. Yeah, so it comes from there, and that it emerges and it is given out. So don't suppress it, just go with the flow, my dear Cancer. And I would also like to tell you is that when this creative energy is coming in, make the most of it, because I see a lot of evolution for Cancerians. I'm seeing that this month there will be a lot of evolution on professional and personal levels. Of course, the beginning of the year will be a bit challenging with this energy that we had of the lady with the dagger. But at the same time, I'm seeing that things are getting better, okay? And of course, you need to help the energies also to be fulfilled in your life. So it's not just, you know, that it is said and it is done. No, our efforts are always required. This is why I keep on telling in my readings is that we cannot give the power to cards to determine our destiny or our future. We can just take them as guidelines, and we know, and like that we position ourselves. We know that, okay, fine, this is not the good energy time, so I'm going to make the most of it in order to turn it for the better. Okay, so I'm again telling you that this year especially, be the master of your destiny, be the master of your life. Take guidelines, but at the end it's you the pilot of your plane, my dear Cancer. So use this kind of creative energy that is coming in, and I'm seeing a very neat evolution for your creative pursuits that is taking place. And even professionally, I'm seeing that now things, that the clouds that have been there are now slowly they are going to disperse, and you are seeing the big picture very clearly. So well, dear Cancer, this is quite a good start, I would say, for your year of 2019. So make the most of it. Yes, make the most of it. And also, I always believe that the way we begin our year determines a lot about the energies of how we are going to deal with in the complete year. So, I mean, maybe I'm very superstitious about it, but I feel that when the beginning of the year takes place, we have to really put in all the positivity in whatever we do, because this positive energy then becomes our fuel, you know, and pushes us ahead, propels us ahead. So I would almost wish you very happy and beautiful and positive energies at the beginning of this month, and make the most of it and fuel yourself, because there is a long way to go and there is a lot to achieve, my dear Cancer. So thank you so much for listening to the reading. Please do like, share and comment, and please in your comments let me know if you like this way of me telling you because so many times people say, oh, it was so long and things like that. So I said I'm going to cut it, you know, more, it's going to be more concentrated and, you know, shorter but concentrated, yeah, with information. So let me know, and please do like, share and comment, and see you next month. So all the best, my dear Cancer. Lot of love. God bless. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.